Like I just love the, you know, just
I
those
really
type
like
of
Danesh.
videos. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I would watch his stuff all the time, so it's surreal to see
yeah,
that this happened,
and
especially like this.
yeah, and yeah, for it to be so close too. So welcome everybody. We are live on YouTube now. This is my friend Beezy that I met on TikTok the other day. I happened to come across this video on YouTube the other day, and um, Dinesh usually talks like in the space of like internet reactions and like holding people accountable and stuff like that. But I thought this was like pretty true crime related. So I thought it'd be cool for us to cover it. And Beezy was actually affected by it because well we'll get into it. So I figured we could just watch this video and we could cut in and he could cut in with his personal experiences since it touched him. And yeah, so um yeah, I found him on TikTok, so give him a follow. I know some of us geriatric millennials over here don't get on TikTok much, but sometimes I do. So yeah, so we're just gonna get into it, I guess. Yeah, welcome, Beezy.
Hello, everybody. Oh man,
Yes, we
hello
love online
everybody.
account. We love online accountability. Keith in the chat said so for
Yeah,
sure.
this is long
And
overdue, and we'll get into that.
yeah, did you want to say anything before we get going, or
Um, well, I will say, like when we start going through it, there's like a lot that I can add to this story. Like he got literally to all of the real key points, but there is some things that weren't said on here that, since this is an individual who likes to say, context matters and everything, I'm going to give some more context, even though this is very clear in my opinion. I assume that when you saw this, you probably came and did your own research on it too. So just a fact check. So
yeah,
I want to try to give him a little bit more context, since he says that we're putting everything out there out of context and everything. Like, this is a perfect time. Let me
yeah,
tell y'all some stuff.
yeah. Tell us the backstory because the whole time I was thinking like Dinesh, I don't know. I felt like I wanted to hear from you. Like I feel like you would
Uh-huh.
just presented it great, but I feel like you were really involved in this, so that's why I
Yeah, for
searched you.
sure.
So yeah, here we go.
His name is Jeremy Ray Wilson.
And if anybody has any problems with any of the sound, just feel free to let me know.
You may know him on TikTok as Superdad or Voice of the Voiceless 2025. With 100,000 followers, his content is primarily focused on himself and his autistic daughter, trying to appeal to parents of autistic children, and videos on how to discipline your child.
Um, by the way, before this video, or whenever I was making the thumbnail for this, I was like looking up his accounts and stuff, trying to like find pictures and stuff. And I
Mhm.
was the only account that's really left active is his YouTube account. And
Yeah.
there's a active Amazon wish list for his daughter on there that's really, really big. Which I mean, his daughter doesn't have anything to do with this, but
No.
I I just feel like he's still trying to make a name for himself and profit off of his name.
I mean, think about it. When you bring up that Amazon wish list, this is supposed to be, I'm not going to say his daughter's name again, but it's supposed to be for her. And my whole problem, even on that side of things, outside of, the things that he did to school staff and all of that, is, you know, why are you, we have never seen this man. If you're familiar with him, he's never given back to any foundations on here. He's never done any of that. It's been pretty much like for self. Like, and once we go through this, you'll start to notice the kind of person that is too.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to make a brand of being a dad You know,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it seems like to me. And
Mm-hmm.
Billy said, I'm not familiar with the story. And I wasn't either. And we're about to fully get into it. And we're going to explain the whole thing, start to finish, because I had never heard of this guy before either. So, yeah, we're about to just let it rip. This one right here, and it's been a minute since I watched this video, but it says Daily Mail. Did the Daily Mail post that? Why did the Daily
Yeah, they
Mail post
did.
that?
Well, Daily Mail posted that video that's right there with him just basically telling the whole world that his daughters just had a really shitty day at school, and that his point was to say, hey, everybody who deals with special needs kids, like, just because they're special needs doesn't mean that they shouldn't be disciplined and all of that, which, okay, I don't think anybody can disagree with that. However, why does everybody else need to see that? You know how messed up that I would be, me, someone who's not special needs, to have had my video or a live video of me getting my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
that's already
And,
bad within itself.
and at first glance, it might not appear that way. Um, or like you might not think that, but once you've watched any YouTube videos about, uh, you know, parent vlogging, family vlogging, and they like break it down for you and tell you what's actually wrong with that, and why it affects kids. Once your eyes have been open to it, you can't unsee it, and you can't unsee the damage that it's doing to these kids, and the embarrassment
Right.
and the shame and everything else that it's causing these kids. But
Exactly. And then
so
she doesn't understand.
oh
They can
yeah, yeah,
understand.
definitely. And so many feelings you probably can't, you know,
Yeah.
process. So the Daily Mail was posting this, and they come in their caption. It says his daughter got a bad report card at school. So they're not posting this as like sharing awareness of his badness. They're just like sharing it, like just sharing it as it is. Like not in warning of this weird dude, right?
Well, what I'll say, to be fair though, this post, there is, like, Daily Mail does those things where they have like the on screen captions, like, kind of narrating
Oh, okay.
the thing. So when you watch the Daily Mail video, it's like saying, like, this is Jeremiah and he is teaching his child that, blah blah blah, like that. They're putting a narrative out that he's wanting them to put out there. But also, I just want to note that this video and another video on a or on a platform that's just as big as that one, these videos got put on their platforms after I started making my videos. So when my stuff started getting traction, he started either paying or whatever the case may be to get these on these pages to try to,
Promote
like,
himself.
no, to try to silence me, suppress my stuff, because my videos started coming up in his algorithm. Anytime you search
Mm-hmm.
Superdad,
Mm-hmm.
like, you would see my face saying something new. And then he ended up turning his comments off and going private and stuff for a little bit. So that's why I'm saying there's a lot of more context that I can add to this
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
yeah. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, let's go ahead,
He had his
man.
first
Oh,
viral video a few years back, and it was an incident that took place on a school bus where the bus driver seemed to have disciplined his daughter in a way that he didn't like. And he confronted the school and school staff about it. He made an entire series or identity out of that moment. See, before this moment, before 2023, he was only posting workout videos of himself giving life advice or making fun of overweight women. But now it's shifted completely to the exploitation of his daughter.
Oh, that
white girl's all looking at it. Jeremy was not.
Now hold on, pause it real quick. Now, those of you who are in here, if you haven't seen this already, you're gonna find out what this video and what this guy is, right? But if you rewind for a second on that part right there, did you notice that he said, ha 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 ha? Oh, look at that. There's something that little white girl and shift he has meta glasses on, mind you.
Mm.
Go ahead and play that one more time.
And just so we know, his daughter is, I'm guessing, half black, right? Like, or
yes.
she's, yeah, okay.
He was only posting workout videos of himself, giving life advice, or making fun of overweight women. But now it shifted completely to the exploitation of his daughter. Oh, that white girl's so looking at it. Jeremy was not getting that viral response that he got on his first video. So he kept trying to recreate that moment and chased that high. He would secretly record staff and children at school.
Excuse me. So the reason, just in case you guys didn't know, the reason she does that is self-stimming. She's autistic, so she's so when she does that, you guys know.
Parents were out.
So he's got meta glasses on this whole time.
Yeah, and that video, to give you context, that video was probably like a few months before I started making my videos on them. And at the beginning of that video, he says, normally I have a little bit more, I forget the word he used, I think like courtesy and everything when it comes to recording other people's children. But this right here is a serious issue I feel like we need to speak on or whatever. You know, something about bullying, blah, 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 all of this other stuff. And he was like, what I'm about to show you is kind of disturbing. And so he's at a rodeo, and he has these meta glasses on and approaches these kids, this big group of little girls out there. And you know, the little girls, there was somebody that was standing next to his daughter. They could have kind of lightly giggled one time and then carried on about their business, is what happened in the video. But he walks up to the little girl. Hey, she's autistic. She's different. So, you know, you can't do that. Now, first of all, don't even be coming up to my kids. Like,
yeah,
I will Superman fly across the crowd. Yeah. Don't even do that, first off. But secondly, you know what I mean? That's weird to me.
And you guys will see why it's really weird soon. Like, he's not just the normal dude.
Outraged at the way he was treating the school and getting the school staff harassed just so he can get some attention online. They also found out some other stuff about him, which we'll go over later. Now, Jeremy was subsequently banned from filming at the school. So he got his next viral video by disciplining his daughter in the car after school. He took a very private moment where she was vulnerable, and he exploited it for the internet to see. And that got him a lot of attention. He was in the Daily Mail for it. But then he started to do, again, a series of him disciplining his daughter with no sense of boundaries whatsoever for the TikTok audience to, again, chase that viral high. These exploitations of his daughter included showing her in her most vulnerable private moments, whether it has to do with things like hygiene.
My daughter came home. She had an accident in her pants. And instead of the school.
Who would say that? That is so fucked up on so many levels.
And then also.
And it's not like a 2-year-old, you know?
Yeah, but then also, you make the video. All that time you took to record that video, you could have changed that little girl's clothes or something. And you on here want to tell everybody about it. And she don't understand that they're strangers, knowing that she had an accident at school. Come on, man.
Contacting me and letting me know, hey, we need a set of extra clothes, because now I know I'm going to send some extra clothes to the school and have them there for her in the future. That really wasn't discussed. But Let me show you what they put her in. It's cold as shit outside. It's the middle of winter, and this is what she came home in. You're wearing shorts. Is it cold outside? Were you cold? Yeah. That's unacceptable, man.
Showering?
When you grow up, what do you want to be when you get big like that? Are you washing Dad's back?
But tell me he didn't add this music behind this.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Where is Mom? Do we find out in this? I forgot.
Yeah, we will find out. There's some more context to add to that, but that music is very much in the arms of the angel.
Yeah, and the sad
I don't
puppy
know why
dogs.
you
Yeah.
chose that one.
Who does he think he is?
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And other embarrassing situations he should not be able to film and post online without her consent.
So it's important for Dad for you to know not to go to strangers, not to talk to strangers. But what else is important is for you to know where people should and
And the music. Still, I can't.
should not be touching you, right? So where on your body, show me with your hands, where on your body can
Why? Why show me with your hands on TikTok?
somebody
Now-
not touch you?
Let me tell you this. This video was a video that had been recorded after my videos started gaining more traction too, when people started saying they were going to start calling CPS and things like that. Then he does this, and in the video you see he's trying to talk to me, like, see, if she was getting touched,
She would have told
she
somebody.
would say that. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
what he's doing. It's so weird. So
Yeah.
weird, bro.
It is.
Show me with your hands.
So a few months back, he was starting to feel confident again and put on some Meta glasses to record at school. And he would record the children, he would record the staff. He continued to do all the things he was not allowed to do until the school board once again had to remind him that he is banned from. So Jeremy pretends like they're trampling on his First Amendment rights, decides to once again make content attacking the school staff.
So the school district decided that
Are those Meta glasses? Or are
I
those just
don't know,
glasses?
but I think those might just be regular ones. I don't
Okay.
know. Cyclops.
wanted to tell me that I can't record my own daughter on school grounds or at school functions or anything like that because it's against policy. Well, I'm on my way to the administration to talk with them because they're not going to trample on my rights to be able to record my daughter because, one, it's memories.
He's like, I'll be damned if they won't make me, if they won't stop me from letting me make money off my daughter's embarrassment.
And
That's my First Amendment right.
two, it's video logging so that I can go back and that my daughter can go back to be able to learn valuable life lessons. If your teachers and things don't want to be recorded, I will be as respectful as possible to try and not have them recorded. But at the same time,
And he's like, recording TikTok while he's driving. Like, what about that?
Like, bro,
Anybody
yeah,
who-
just fuck everything else.
Yeah, just fuck everything.
who's on my channel that is attached to the school district of where I am, why don't you find something better to do than to sit there and nag and nag and nag? Because you can see how the things that we're doing on this channel and across my social media platforms are helping others. That's what I want to do.
I would like for him to name one person that he's helped.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
one.
and just because somebody listen, I get it. People might send you letters and messages and words of encouragement, but all we've ever seen you do is beg on here. All we've seen you do is beg, not give to anybody.
Yeah.
But beg. So
That's what my daughter is doing. That's what me and my daughter are doing. And that's the goal. It's not to put her out there and to have her feel shame or guilt or anything like that. She enjoys this. If she didn't enjoy this, we wouldn't do it. And it's enjoyable for me to be able to help others, and it's enjoyable for her to look back at the videos. There's times
I'm sure if you asked her in that moment where she was getting scolded about her report card, it would not be enjoyable for her.
Yeah, exactly. If she could understand, she probably would say, "Hey, you know what, Dad? Fuck you." You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
times where she wants to go back and watch these videos that we make because it's comforting for her. And not to mention that, but I'm going to go to the school board meeting tonight, and I'm going to bring my camera and record it. So they can kiss my ass if they think they're going to trample on my constitutionally protected rights to be able to record, because I live in a one-party consent state.
Ooh.
There you
He's just a pathetic piece of shit. Who wants to treat their kids' teachers like that? Like, you know, your kid's gonna be trapped with those people all day at school, right? Like, does that not bother you?
Like you notice, like he don't ever get deep into like what he's trying to explain. He's like, "It's my First Amendment right." Like you just heard that one part and you don't know nothing else about it. You just heard that one sentence and just ran with it. Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
go.
Would you
I
please
said
escort
that
this
I would-
gentleman from the room? Thank you very much. And turn his mic off.
Hey, it's me, Jeremy. And you're probably wondering how I got here. This guy. All right, let's go back and see how he got to this point. Obviously, it didn't go well.
Can you please provide your name and address?
My apologies. I request a waiver in reference to that. So
Now, I don't know if it's just me, but it's very odd that he's not giving his name, isn't it? Very strange. Just give your name. They already have it. They just said it before you came up.
Is Mr. Jeremy Wilson.
Does he have his tripod in his hand? Tell me he doesn't have his
Yeah.
tripod in his hand. Oh my God.
Why won't you just give your name? Well, it's time to meet another character. His name is Brendan, and he has been documenting Jeremy's actions diligently
This is our star witness.
because he has a kid that also goes to that school. And this father has uncovered a lot about Jeremy.
Everybody up there on that panel already knows who you are, buddy. But it doesn't stop there. Watch this.
We do not have a motion to do that, so please do provide your name and address.
I'm not going to provide that for you today. I should be able to speak freely without providing that information for my request.
That's suspicious.
And if you refuse, then I mean that's your prerogative. But I specifically asked to keep that off the record for this testimony.
Oh, did you? Why did you do that? I'm curious. Like, and then also, who the fuck do you think you are, bro? You don't run shit. Okay.
Not at
I'm
all.
sorry, public comment is reserved for people that give their name and address unless waived as approved by the board. And the board has not approved that waiver. So if you
Okay.
want to give public comment, then you should give your name, spell it, and give your address, please.
I always my saying is you can be a smartass or a dumbass, but you can't be both. And he's trying to be a
Right.
smartass and a dumbass at the same time.
Please,
All
again,
the
as you
time.
have in the past.
I don't think that's appropriate for this.
Jeremy, it's almost like you saw the future or something. Like you just knew I was gonna get on your ass. Is that why? I don't know. Let's keep watching, man. This shit is entertaining, man.
I don't think that decision is appropriate, and you guys are clearly not taking.
Belly wants to know, does he have a job, like a real job?
No. he's a DJ.
Oh
He's
Jesus.
DJ. Well, we'll get into that too.
Oh my gosh. And you know what's sad is he's probably getting money from this state for his daughter, you know, for taking care of her.
Yep.
Into consideration.
I mean, not that
Maybe
she doesn't
so.
deserve she probably deserves, you know, obviously deserves it and everything, but it just sucks in more ways he's making money off the back of her, you know.
Oh yeah.
what I put up.
I just want to confirm you are not going to do it. So then public comment is over and we'll move on to the consent agenda. Do you want to give your name and address or not?
if you're refusing to hear me as somebody a part of this public.
Okay, we're not going to engage in a conversation.
He didn't want to give his fucking name, man. He didn't want to give his address. He fought, he argued. Everybody but maybe like 2 people voted against letting him go ahead and talk. The 2 people that did, their explanation was, man, look, he just wasted time. Let's just let this clown talk. But they was like, nah, we not doing that. And boy, Jeremy tried to crash out, man, and that lady was not having that shit.
Again, you have an opportunity to give us your name and address and proceed with your comments. Otherwise, I'll have to ask that you let us proceed with our board meeting.
So due to the matter that this is public record, everybody that did vote against this.
I'm sorry, is this part of your public comments?
No,
Because,
this
okay,
is
then
not.
we're done. If you're not,
Let me
would you
finish.
please
Give me a
escort?
second.
No, would you
I
please
said
escort
that I
this
would-
gentleman from the room? Thank you very much. And turn his mic off.
Hey, man. They said, no, fuck all of that, bro. Get your ass up out of here, bro. But Jeremy had to change it too, man. He said, okay, fine. I'll give you what you're asking for.
Jeremy Wilson,
Mm.
Wilson. And my address.
I'm sorry, that's not the address that was on the sheet.
Jeremy, your name is spelled Jeromy on the registry. You slick tried to give the wrong address.
How you guys voted today and the fact that you guys didn't listen to me, I can assure you there will be repercussions in not the sense of a physical repercussion, but there will be repercussions in a social media aspect.
Jeremy Ray Wilson is on the sex offender registry.
Some of you are probably wondering why my comments are turned off.
That really
Are we though?
puts everything we just saw into perspective, doesn't it?
Does that make you feel good?
That's cringy as fuck.
He's having just a little bit of fun. His daughters are
What the fuck was that?
Oh,
absolutely beautiful,
listen,
but
Does it get so much
that
worse?
video is about, I want to say that video it's a few minutes long, I believe, and like it's bad. Like at one point, like he's like, yeah, he's saying all that. He was like, oh, are you scrubbing dad's back to get me ready for my shower after? He's like, we just got back from baseball practice or something like that. And he says, she said she wanted to wash my back. And then he looks down, he's like, I have shorts on though. And so he already knows that, he subconsciously knows that the normal average person is gonna think that this shit is weird, but still decided to upload it anyway.
Yeah, and he's trying to make a fucking name for himself like this. Disgusting.
Man,
But there will be repercussions in a social media aspect.
Everyone did it for a second.
Jeremy
Everybody's like,
Ray
"You
Wilson
what?"
is on the sex offender registry.
Some of you are probably wondering why my comments are turned off.
That really puts everything we just saw into perspective, doesn't it?
Does that make you feel good?
he's having just a little bit of fun. His daughters are absolutely beautiful, but they should not be dressed the way they are. It's almost like they're wannabe Kardashians, you know.
See, that weird shit. That's why I'm on the shit that I'm on right now, bro. Did those kids' parents know that you were recording them? No, they didn't. Because you were wearing fucking glasses, secretly recording them. Who knows how many videos that you got that you never posted of other kids, you fucking goofy?
The fact that this man knows no boundaries and does not
he
respect the
mad,
privacy
don't
of children. All the videos that I've shown so far, where the kids' faces were blurred, I did that. In his videos on his page, He does not cover their faces. He even tries to find reasons to point the camera at children who are not his. But let's go back and find out why he's on the registry. Now, I'm sorry that this video took so long for me to put out, but because he lies so much about himself on his page, it took a while.
And his page is pretty much gone now, isn't it? Like I tried to go back and look.
Oh yeah, we packed his ass up a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Well, yeah, and he's still fucking trying to post on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh,
to unravel the
so bad
truth. But here is the truth with the evidence. It's important that I tell you the truth because he has 100,000 people who follow him. In 2003, Jeremy Wilson was arrested for assault. Later in 2003, he was charged with fighting. Separately, he did one more thing in 2003, but he was not arrested for it until 2004. In 2004, at 18 years old, he stumbled across a police officer and jokingly asked him to look him up to see if he's wanted for anything. He was. Indecent exposure. He was arrested and put on the sex offender registry. Now, exposing yourself.
I just don't understand. Hey, listen, excuse me, officer. If I just happened to steal something from the store on Hamilton Street and the police got called and they gave you my description, would you be able to find it on your computer?
17 is what he likes to say is the only thing that happened. He loves to skip over the fact that in that same year, he had several charges of assault and fighting. I unfortunately don't know the details of what happened.
And you know something else that kind of concerns me, this is pure speculation, is he's really pumped up and like juiced up. Like, could he be possibly abusing steroids?
I'll be honest. I hate when I have to do this for this guy, but I will say
you have
this.
to be the yeah.
Don't listen. All right, I'll just put it this way. Have you ever saw, respectfully, you women, you women, you do very well with taking pictures. You get your angles correct. You know what I'm saying? You do what you got to do to make the picture happen, how it's going to happen, right? And he knows how to do the same thing. So
he's probably not as buff as what he looks.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see him practice his bodybuilder stance and do all of that, but he really, like, he used to be a really, really overweight, and he's like a shorter guy. He got to be anywhere from like 5'9" to 6 feet tall, and he's just like a short, like, fat dude that lost some weight and everything, and he's in the gym, like, trying to. That's like a persona. Like, trust me, if you saw him in person or in any other video that is off guard of him, you would know. So I don't. I think he's just abusing. I think he's just abusing
the filters. Yeah.
Or abusing the filters too.
Because he was a minor and he was charged as a minor. So there's nothing I can uncover about that. But trust me, that's not the worst of what he did anyway. 2005, Jeremy was charged with failure to register as a sex offender.
He also did some harassment in 2005.
And then in 2011.
I'm my criminal rap sheet don't look this long. That's for sure.
Jeremy made a plenty of fish profile and met a girl that he believed.
And in my opinion, if you have a sex offense, you should not be making plenty of fish profiles.
To be 19, or at least he says he believes she was 19. According to the petition.
Yeah, and I believe this is about as far as I can throw him too.
He made online, his side of the story is that he and her talked for months. And one day she got in a fight with her parents and he allowed her to come stay at her place, where she stayed for 3 days. He says they hooked up and had mutual sex. He said it wasn't until he saw a missing persons report on the news indicating that she was a minor. He says he freaked out and dropped her off at a mall because he knew no cop would understand him. He has since then defended the story.
That is the most fucked up shit I've ever heard in my life.
Like what?
Like, yeah.
What? Mind you, are you all paying attention that this man put that on the internet himself though? He made a he made a change.org petition and tried to explain that as if it was gonna make
What?
us feel like, oh, okay, my
And he was the
bad, you
victim.
good. Yeah, come on now.
What? Keith is asking, was he arrested for that?
Oh yeah, that yeah. So what Donish is doing here is he's going over like the charges. Like he went over his charges that he has, and now he's putting it all together. What you're about to notice is that all of this is public information. And so it's like 50, it's like it's kind of hard to even put a percentage on of it. Like I would say 50-50, but even that sounds wrong. But just for the sake of what I'm trying to say, half of it is shit that he posted online himself, and the other half is like documents that are for everybody to Google, public information.
And whenever you start making TikToks and stuff and putting them online, that makes you a public figure or a limited public figure. So that makes any kind of commentary on you open game and free game for the First Amendment. So just so you know, just so he knows, because this is not, I mean, it's just stating the facts.
His side of the story is that he and her talked for months. And one day she got into a fight with her parents, and he allowed her to come stay at her place, where she stayed for 3 days. He says they hooked up and had mutual sex. He said it wasn't until he saw a missing persons report on the news indicating that she was a minor. He says he freaked out and dropped her off at a mall because he knew no cop would understand him. He has since then defended the story by claiming she was 16 or even 15. But the
Now that
documents
document
state
right there,
that she was under.
the document before that, right? I want to tell y'all something. So that document right here, this is the change.org petition. To add to that real quick, he in the story, all of you go, if you type this man's name in Google, you'll find it. The story is everything that he said, but another part of it is that 3 months later, he says 2 or 3 months later, he gets a call from the girl. The girl is on the phone, they talking and everything. She says, I'm pregnant. But she wasn't really pregnant though. She had the police on the line. And that's what got him roped up. That's his version of the story, right? But then after this part, there's another thing where he goes on to explain in a there's like a transcript from like a board meeting that he went to. This man says he tells that whole story there. Then he says the sex offender registry is basically like stopping me from being able to do things that I want to do in my life to help. He said I got a position at an early childhood head start program as chairman. But if I would have told them that I was a registered sex offender, they would have never given me the job.
That's illegal. Yeah, that's it. Keith said, yeah, that's kind of the idea of the registry. Yeah.
Like, wow.
This guy's got a few screws loose, to say the least.
Report on the news indicating that she was a minor. He says he freaked out and dropped her off at a mall because he knew no cop would understand him. He has since then defended the story by claiming she was 16 or even 15. But the documents state that she was under 14 years old and above 12 years old.
How do you confuse a 12 to 14-year-old with a 19-year-old? You
Come
don't.
on now. You don't.
Even intelligence-wise.
And then also everybody, let's be real. Like, let's be real. Whenever you meet somebody and you start talking to them within that first conversation, that first real conversation that you have with them, she gonna ask you what time you was born. She wanna know. She wanna know what that horoscope is.
Mhm.
She want. It's a whole bunch of things that come up in different ways to discuss how old you are, and then also the little girl said she was staying with her parents and she got into it with her dad and needed to leave the house. That sounds a little childish, doesn't it? Sounds a little childish to me. Just saying.
How old was he at the time?
He was 25.
That's fucking
25 years
sick.
old.
Sick.
And he wants us to believe that for 3 months of talking to a 12 through 14-year-old, and after 3 days of spending time with her in his house, and 3 days of...
Could you imagine how dumb a 12 to 14-year-old would be if you're sitting there trying to make conversation with them like a partner? You know, like you would know.
6'7".
Yeah.
6'7". Like you're just like, yeah, but anyway though.
Did you go to make Fruit Loops? Oh my
I'm like,
god.
what the fuck?
raping her because it's
Come
not
on, man.
mutual sex when it's a child. They cannot consent. In all that time, he never, ever mistook a 19-year-old for a 12 to 14-year-old. Never at any point did he think she could be 13, 14, 12. I don't believe that. And if his judgment is that poor, he shouldn't be around anyone. That's not me saying that. That's his release papers saying that. He signed a document saying he will not interact with any woman under the age of 19 ever at any time, and never interact with any woman on any social media site ever. Ever. Any. Ever. Further proof that he didn't...
Yeah, he's got how many 100,000 followers, and you know he's trying to make a
Yeah.
career out of this.
He had 130,000, 137,000, I think, on TikTok before he got kicked, packed up, and then on Instagram he had 14,000, and that also got packed up too. That Instagram. That's why there's more to the after story. We'll get into that later, but yeah.
Well, I hope he
he's
sees
having a
this on
meltdown.
fucking YouTube and deletes his fucking YouTube because he ain't got this either.
learned his
Yeah.
lesson is the fact that he calls it mutual sex in this petition, is that he calls it hooking.
Yeah, you obviously didn't learn any lesson if you're still calling it that after you fucking write a goddamn change.org petition.
Come on.
Up
Come on.
in this petition. He does not accept that he violated her. And you can tell he doesn't because he uses her real name throughout the petition. That's not it. He made a Facebook account in her name with the photos that she had on her Plenty of Fish profile to try to prove to the world.
Were you gonna
No.
say something?
I wanted this part too. I want to tell y'all about this, right? So somebody, listen, I'll just put it this way. I did some research. Listen, when I was doing my videos and everything, I did my research because again, there's a lot of things that happened in between everything that gave me more incentive to even want to do this even more. You know what I'm saying? To spread awareness because people are really sick. You know what I'm saying? So I look into this. This page right here was made. I want to. It was some years back. I don't quote me, but it's a while ago. There's only 12 people on there, and it's all like random, random 12 people, like just weird. And if you know
Mhm.
anything about his fan base, majority of them look like this type of weird that I'm talking about. So anyway, in that picture on the cover photo, there's a picture of the Plenty of Fish profile, like the age, hobbies, like you know, that type of shit, and it's like pictures. Now, why would anybody put that on their Facebook page, mind you, right? But then also remember he said that the girl said that she was 19 years old, right?
What did it say on the Plenty of
Well,
Fish profile?
that Plenty of Fish profile thing says 18 years old. So that leads me to believe that you made that one up, right? Allegedly, you made this page up because you were going to be doing all of that damage control to change.org and all of that shit. You see that had 357 votes on it, by the way. So you did all of that so that when they go look this person's name up, you're using the victim's name publicly. So they go look it up and see what? A fake page, because people are not smart enough to put this together.
Yeah.
That shit is weird, bro. Real weird and sick.
It's so
You
much
can't be
narrative
smart and
control.
dumb at the same time, like you were saying. Like he just is
And he's
already
both.
dumb.
And the third thing, he's loud. You know?
Yeah, facts.
That she was tricking him. Though when I looked at these photos, she looks like a child.
She does.
It doesn't help his case whatsoever. In 2014, he had a theft charge, but it's irrelevant to all this. And as we go on, you're going to understand why these people are put on a list. They generally reoffend. Now, sometime in early 2016, he impregnated a young woman who was at least 18, but not much older. The relationship didn't work out, and he started dating another
He was
woman
30,
who was
by the way.
near the same age.
He was 30 what?
He was 30 and she was probably about anywhere between 18 to 20 years old, by the way. So still not learning his lesson.
Yeah, still not dating
learning his
somebody his
lesson.
own age.
Come on now.
This is when his daughter was born. When she was born, that same year, the mother had filled out a protective order against him and even went downstairs. Keep in mind, they were not together at this point. He went downstairs and talked to the nurse and asked them to give him full custody. They refused. So he came.
So the wife and the baby are in the hospital. And he wants full custody.
Well, it's not. So this right here, this is going to be his at the time it was just like his girlfriend or his ex at the time. But then when they stopped messing with each other, he ended up getting with another girl. So this is the girl in all his videos. This is her mom right here, right? That made this. So he had to add some context. Not only did he do that with try to do things with child protection services for that girl, right? But she has an older son that's maybe like 2 years older than her, that he's actively done that too, where she would get him taken away, and because of the false claims and stuff. So there at one point in time he was trying to get custody of her son. Now mind you, check how weird this is, to add some more context to it, right? Allegedly there's a video or a recorded call of Super Sad Jeremy of on the phone with the little boy's dad saying, "Hey, just letting you know, I'm about to get ready to try to put my pedal to the metal of trying to get custody." And he's obviously recording it like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But me as a dad, that's not enough. Like, bro, why are you having a conversation with this man who's trying to get your son taken away? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a very odd thing, right? But
yeah, I could see where if he was starting to get all these followers and everything, how he might be able to snow people as like a good guy, maybe,
right.
Because sometimes, if you see a bunch of people believe in it, then it's like, am I dumb for not believing it, kind of thing.
Right.
Downstairs and talked to the nurse and asked them to give him full custody. They refused. So he came back upstairs to the mom and ripped up the birth certificate and handed her a blank one and said, "This is much easier than trying to get my name removed." he was kicked out of that hospital.
From this point into 2020, this guy is in tons of news reports about it being on the registry.
It's not a list of people to be attacked. When Jay first heard the motive behind Matteo Condalucci's death, he immediately feared for his family's safety.
We're sitting ducks.
Prosecutors believe James Fairbanks sent this email. It states he killed Condalucci because he saw the sex offender outside staring at children, making him feel sick.
So he wants to be a victim because he's a sex offender. Am I getting that right? Okay.
Yep.
To his stomach.
And he's a victim of the sex offender registry.
Yeah.
Jay
Yep.
is a registered sex offender. He worries the homicide will encourage vigilante crimes.
You don't go out there and take it into your own hands and murder or take the life of somebody else because you weren't happy with the judgment that was made.
Jay makes it clear he did not know Condalucci and he's not defending him.
Yes, he did some pretty rotten stuff. Yeah, granted, it was horrible stuff. But to say that he didn't deserve a second shot and he was trying to prove himself as a godly man.
Condalucci's son, Joseph, tells...
You know, this news lady, she's like, he's the only motherfucker that would defend that side of the case. You know, so they just had to, they had to have him on.
Us his dad did change after prison, becoming a minister.
I believe he was doing what he could to turn his life around. Yeah, I mean, who's to say? You know, I mean, who's to say? You know exactly what it.
Oh no, hey, the son is like, shit.
I know
that's my dad, but damn, hey,
that's what I was just
shit,
about to say.
Can I even really blame them for doing that? Like. He ain't crying now one time. Look at him. He about to crack a smile.
Yeah, but fucking super sad's over here just, you know, playing the fucking world's
just
smallest
in his
violin.
feelings about that.
Takes to.
And he's such a fucking manufactured victim.
You know, turn your life around from something like that.
Jay calls on state senators to change Nebraska's sex offender registry to prevent something like this from happening again.
The safety of which the registry was built on is no longer
the safety of which the registry. It's about the victim safety, not your safety, dumbass.
Excuse the fuck out of me. Like, excuse me for thinking that this was the other way around this whole entire time. My bad. Shame on that minor.
Yeah.
Safe. It's no longer safe for the community. It's no longer safe for the family members of those that are registered.
Now, 2 months later, his daughter, who was being breastfed at the time, was taken from the mom. She alleges that Jeremy made a series of CPS reports against her, saying that she's incapable of taking care of her daughter. She doesn't have the means. She cannot do it. But the thing is that she already has another son who has autistic traits as well. And everything he's claiming that she's failing to do with the daughter is proven wrong by her exhibiting what she's able to do with her son. In 2018, Washington.
I could see him doing some shit like that too, just trying to be a victim and saying that, she took my daughter away, you know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Washington Post wrote an article about her. They wrote about how hard she's been working. She's working her ass off to get back into her daughter's life. In 2019, Jeremy is now engaged to his current girlfriend.
Spoke with one couple and joins us now live. Alex, what does this mean for them?
Yeah, well, that couple I caught up.
What if the fucking news agency just has his phone number and then just anytime they just want to do, they have an empty 5 minutes, they just fucking run a story on them?
Yeah, hey, like, listen, we just wanted to tap in with you and see if you had something else to say. I never, what sex offender do you know wants to be in the public eye this bad, though?
Yeah, it's no shame at all. And he's not even taking any accountability. He's blaming it on the fucking girl. And so loud, making a fucking change.org petition. It's disgusting.
Man, go ahead and get one of them little shade tree mechanic under the table jobs and shut the fuck up. Why don't you go do that?
Like the rest of them do.
Like everybody
yeah.
else do. Everybody else does it.
Yeah.
With found out they're going to be able to host everybody they want at their wedding. It falls within the new DHMs.
He's going to be able to host everybody he wants at his wedding. Like,
Oh wow.
well, that's nice. Hopefully, there's no fucking minors there or alcohol.
Right. Come on now.
Big day has,
and I wonder if this was the same news station that fucking did the previous interview with him, because it's like, ugh, if that's the case,
Yeah,
you know. Oh, Jesus.
Every guest gets a free baby bottle. Everybody gets a diaper on the way out.
Rescheduled and delayed multiple times during this pandemic. The groom even has underlying health conditions, but he says the time is now.
Oh, so he's even more of a victim. Nice.
Now,
it's
also
time to walk.
peep, y'all. Let's peep the name so far. Jeremy with 2 E's, Jeremiah. But this man has never himself, until recently, we'll talk about later, admitted that his name was Jeremy.
Why is that? I wonder.
Down the aisle.
It's been a while.
We've changed it like 3 times.
By now, you've probably been to a wedding during this pandemic, but planning it and getting that picture-perfect celebration hasn't been easy.
Yeah, it gets blurred, and then also there's like the travel restrictions that were in place.
Gone are the restrictions on.
Meanwhile, his baby mama had her son taken away. At this point, to be able to keep the daughter, what Jeremy has been doing is making fake CPS calls on the son, because everything she's able to do with the son, like I said earlier, disproves all of his lies about what she can or can't do with her daughter. The son was taken and put into a home, and then he'd be returned. Although he'd be returned and they'd apologize, the damage is still done to the child, to the mother, to their relationship, and it's traumatizing. But Jeremy would capitalize on that confusion and use that as ammunition in custody hearings. In 2020, Jeremy and his fiancée finally get married. That same year, Jeremy fills out a protective order in February to protect himself, his daughter, and the children of his wife from some sexual predator that they felt threatened by. What's interesting is he originally writes his wife's children and his ex-girlfriend's children as his own. But you'll see all of it has been crossed out, and it says he has no relationship to any of them. Later that year, Jeremy and his wife get divorced after Jeremy is hit with stalking charges and planting a GPS device on his wife. And so he pivots.
Do you see what that shit said for the charge on the paper? It said unauthorized use of a something device. I'm like, damn, did he put dynamite on her Toyota or something? Like, what does that even mean?
Of a global positioning device.
Wow. Yeah. Damn, you put the Holocaust button on her back tire. That's what I thought when I first read it. Like, damn, what does that even mean? So basically, he like air tagged her or something.
Yeah.
Like that, basically. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's like there's so much bad about this dude. It's just spewing out of him.
Hit with stalking charges and planting a GPS device on his wife. And so he pivots and goes for his blood daughter. So again, the CPS reports, going to court, making sure that court documents don't arrive at her house, accusing her of being on drugs when she hasn't been on anything that's not prescription. Now, his ex-girlfriend is bipolar, and she is not shy about that, but he uses secret recordings to record her highs and lows, or times that she's mitigating damage when arguing with him, as evidence against her in court. And she was unable to.
And whenever he's saying ex-girlfriend, is he talking about the, I guess, would-be ex-wife since I got married in 2020? Or this is another one?
No, he's talking about the little girl's mom.
Okay.
To defend herself against any of it because she didn't make it to court, as she never got the information, as it was sent to the wrong place. This has been an uphill battle for his ex-girlfriend. However, you wouldn't know that if you went to Jeremy's page. This is how Jeremy describes her desperation to be back in her daughter's life.
She says, I want to spend time with her. Will the weekends work for you? We can meet up at my address and you can drop her off with some clothes that fit. If that doesn't work, then you cannot blame me for what you have been doing to our daughter. Claiming that I am the one who abandoned her when we both know that you have refused my every chance to spend time with her. We both are learning in school. When's the last time you asked how many letters she knows? When's the last time you actually gifted her something that was beneficial for her upbringing? When's the last time you weren't
The sad music just makes me want to fucking lose it.
Annoying as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Look at
about
him, just
anything
a just a disgruntled baby mama. Here goes a quick thing too,
Mhm.
because you're about to see more examples that he does to lie and spin the narrative on her. I allegedly, what I was told from a reliable source was that some of the videos that he would be posting on his page, sometimes she would not the videos of him bashing her, but sometimes she would be at his house with some other videos. So while he's sounds like somebody's playing like Puppet Master or something, like, hey, like if you do something I don't like, then you can't see your daughter type of situation. You know what I mean? That's what my impression of it is. But
to do with child
that's what
support
I
or
heard.
financially burdening things for you when you haven't provided financially in any aspect for her over the course of the last 8 years? When was the last time that you weren't bitching about me being white, pretending like it's a black versus white thing? I'll wait.
What the fuck does that have anything to do with? It's shit to do with fuck.
I don't know. But you come to find out, man, a lot of these perverts are racist too. So
Yeah, and a lot of them only like or only have sex with black people because it's like some kind of fetish. It's like
Yep.
they're a pervert and it's like some kind of fetish for them. It's fucking disgusting.
Financially in any aspect for her over the course of the last 8 years.
And since it is like fetishized like that, there's obviously no love there. It's just some kind of fucking weird sexual gratification.
When was the last time that you weren't bitching about me being white, pretending like it's a black versus white thing? I'll wait.
My baby mama filed for visitation in custody after 8 fucking years, going on 9, right? You had 9 years to figure out that you wanted to be in your child's life, yet you chose.
Just a reminder that the Washington Post wrote a whole ass article about how hard she has been working to get into her daughter's life again. And that was written years before this video was made.
Keep in mind, he's a pedo and has full custody of her. And 2023 is when he starts making content exploiting his daughter. Of course, other people on the internet didn't really like that content.
I need you. Live. Hey, I need you to put your head up, okay? We're not feeling sorry for ourselves. Okay?
Kids are absolutely not content. Let me just get that clear. Whenever a video like this, where there's a child that's the focus of the attention, comes across my FYP, I immediately will post, kids are not content. They cannot consent. This guy's content is about him parenting his daughter with special needs. I think that is some of the worst kind of content that you can do on social media. Your child is not a zoo animal for people to watch. That's what I often think when I see kid content and their parents in it. I think it's so weird to me. Like, I have 2 special needs kids, and I can agree with this dad that just because they have special needs doesn't mean that they shouldn't still have appropriate behavior. I absolutely agree with him on that. But you don't need to let the world see the challenges that your special needs kid is going through. It's weird. It's shaming adjacent. And this dad can always just say, well, I'm just wanting to show the world how difficult it is to parent. The world doesn't need to see that. We already know that it's difficult to parent a kid with special needs.
But Jeremy saw it as a way of getting money, scamming people for donations, and getting his Amazon wish list fulfilled.
I have been the sole provider for my daughter since she was 2 months old. I've had sole physical and legal custody since my daughter was 2 months old.
The
How?
music.
How? The music, but also how though? How does somebody like that get custody of their full custody? Listen, the girl was young as hell, don't got her shit all the way together. She grew up here in Omaha, man. Is the in the north side of Omaha specifically is like the poorest. Like we try to get out of that area. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The circumstances were against her. He knew this when he met her. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be using that against her though, is sick. And it's like, why? Why are you doing that? Like, like I would like, and obviously we'll never know.
Mhm.
But like, what, like, and then you just make it even harder for her doing this.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
Crazy, bro.
Now, my daughter is almost 9 years old, and her mom decided to file.
I hope whoever needs to see this sees this and gives the mom a chance with her fucking daughter. You know, like
Yeah.
File for
For real.
custody and visitation because I don't think it's in my daughter's best interest for her to be unsupervised with my daughter.
but yet she lives with a sex offender.
I don't have the money to continue paying an attorney what he's asking.
Yes, I also noticed that
Were you gonna say something?
Breaking news.
What?
Breaking news. She doesn't just live with one sex offender.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Oh Jesus Christ. I hate it here.
Two.
he won't
And
let the child
the landlord.
Oh
Never
yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
be alone
All
with
right.
the mother. And I've also noticed that that is truly disturbing.
So what I'm asking for you is to find it in your heart to be able to help me. And more importantly, help my daughter. Because children with special needs thrive on having a stable environment as well as a routine. I hate to come on here and beg or ask for help because as a man, you provide, right?
That's not.
I'm so glad you shut the shit down. It just fucking enrages me. It enrages
Oh my
me.
god. Oh man.
I wish I would have fucking
It's
found out about it
real sick.
earlier.
And you want to know what's crazy about this still is that there's people, I'm sure you've seen it, you went to his YouTube channel and everything, right? There's people still in the comments, oh my gosh, you're such a good dad. Forget the haters. One of his little followers in the little restraining order or whatever that he put on me wrote him and said, oh my God, he looks scary. He's dangerous. Like that these fans that he has are just as weird. They
And
literally they see all of this and be like, that's not him.
are they fans or are they, part of his ring?
Maybe they're all sex offenders. Who
Yeah, who
knows? I have
knows?
no
That's what I'm
idea.
saying.
The only thing he took advantage of. You see, over and over through his petitions, through every argument he makes everywhere about what he's done in the past, one thing he continues to remain consistent on is that he cannot be judged on the things he did in the past. He's not like that anymore. He's not going to reoffend. He's not a reoffender. He says that his situation was a misunderstanding, all that. But in 2023, he then starts to look for babysitters for his daughter, and he finds one over TikTok. She's about 15 or 16, and these are the text messages he sends her.
It says, are you flirting? Hang on.
Judged
Let's see.
on
I'll
the
read
things
them.
he did in the past. He's not like that anymore. He's not going to reoffend. He's not a reoffender. He says that his situation was a misunderstanding, all that. But in 2023, he then starts to look for babysitters.
So
for his daughter.
2023, whenever he's starting his content
And he finds
journey.
one over TikTok. She's about 15 or 16, and these are the text messages he.
Question. Yeah, what's up? Were you flirting with me earlier? No. Oh my God, I'm just very genuine and sincere person. I'm so sorry if it came off that way. I am so sorry. It's okay, even if you were. Sick.
Sends her.
Why would you feel bad? Seriously, it's okay. Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh my God. Okay, I have the same question for you too. You think I'm cute, don't you? LOL. I knew it. Ugh.
Don't that make you feel like you're watching like an episode of Dateline NBC when like they just read the
Or
shit back like
or Chris Hansen
yeah, like it's
catching
just
a
like
predator.
yeah, like you're he's literally like I feel like I'm being groomed when I when I'm reading
Yeah.
like excuse me?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. 100%.
Police could not act on these text messages because there's nothing explicitly sexual in there. But
he's a sex offender.
Man,
any one of us, any one of you could easily look at that and go, that's fucking inappropriate. In fact, most people felt that way.
The fact is you are a registered sex offender. I don't know how you're still on TikTok. I really don't. It clearly states in the guidelines, and you're not really. You wouldn't have met these people had you not been on this app, and so I don't know what your, I don't really get what your narrative is, but. You're not supposed to be on this app if you're a sex offender.
If he was too cowardly to respond to you, that would actually be the first time he followed his agreement.
Jeremy is on campus recording children. It is concerning. He seems to record children quite often. And I bet the parents of all those children don't want their children to be recorded, especially not by him. Now, being a father and a concerned citizen, Brandon made a series of videos for the safety of his community and the school and his own kid.
Superdad is a 3-time charged S offender to minors. See, you can go to those school board meetings and complain all you want, but what's not getting through that little bubble head of yours, buddy,
what else?
Is that you can't record kids because you're an S offender.
What else?
What part of that are you not understanding? You really shouldn't even have custody of your daughter. You really should be able to be within 200 feet of a school.
Wanted to play in the water, so here we are. Uh-oh.
But Jeremy has a habit of writing cease and desist to everyone. But Jeremy...
I wish a motherfucker would.
Come on, man.
Is very literal. And he wrote a cease and desist against the mom of the child he was inappropriately texting. He even got a protective order against Brandon. But the way he did it is so fucking cowardly. Brandon made a series of videos exposing Jeremy for being a pedophile. Jeremy, while filming at his gym, said real men handle things face to face, not on social media.
What is a real man? A real man takes care of his responsibilities and doesn't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. A real man confronts his problems to their face, not on the internet, not behind closed doors. They face it directly and head on to find a resolution.
Brandon showed up at that gym.
See, Jeremy, we need to have a conversation. See, when you're a man, you pull up. I'm trying to have a grown man conversation with you, and you are nowhere to be found. It's not about trying to stop you from advocating for your daughter, bro. It's to stop you from recording little kids. You are a 3-time registered S offender, bro. That's the issue. Stop going up to your kids at school and causing issues. You can't record kids. It's not the end of the world, bro. When you do things, you gotta be a man and deal with the consequences of your actions. That's what a real man is. That's what a real man is.
Do you know what Jeremy did? Filed a protective order saying that he came to the gym to get you liar. You invited him. You challenged him. What kind of bullshit is that? This is so fucking manipulative. It makes me so angry. Jeremy keeps the daughter away from the mom, even though the daughter desperately wants to see her mom, and the mom desperately wants to see the daughter. She even sends gifts that Jeremy pretends like he didn't know.
And even if you don't want your daughter to go live with her, I mean, you at the bare minimum, you should be having visitation. You know, like even if you know the mom is struggling or if she has problems, you should be fucking doing visitation.
Yeah, like what? Because then now I'm wondering, like, see, the theme with this guy is that he's real surface level on everything that he says. So he not even telling us how come you are not letting her see her? You're not even telling nobody. So that's why every one of y'all, even if y'all knew who he was, a lot of people still are asking that question. People who have like found out the truth and been like, yeah, I was always kind of wondering what's going on with the mom. Like he says that, but what did she do? Tell us what she did, cause she don't even know. She don't even know. She like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why are you doing this? You know what I mean?
That tells me it might be a lie. You know, like that's why he's not
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
And it's like he uses lawfare, which is like whenever you use the law to punish people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
It's so fucked up.
Were coming, even though she told them they're coming. They didn't get to spend Easter together because Jeremy kept her from her, so she sent her a golden egg. And this is the video he makes pretending like it could be a fucking bomb.
Even taken a shower from the gym yet. I'm so freaked out right now. But if I blow up or something happens, God forbid.
This fucking idiot.
And I'm not over exaggerating. I'm genuinely freaked out right now because she didn't send me a message letting me know that she was sending anything. And she does this type of shit, spontaneous stuff that just makes absolutely zero sense. Is this supposed to be an Easter thing or I don't know.
It's literally got a price tag on it.
You got the scissors.
It probably says fucking Easter egg. $8.99.
Lord, keep me safe. Is it that serious? Yes, it is that serious because I haven't talked to her in months. Just months. Okay. Oh my gosh.
And it probably says Happy Easter on the front of it. There's like a fucking handwritten note on it.
Who does this? Like it's taped so good to the point where please don't be a bomb.
I hate this
Please
moron.
don't be a bomb.
Now I hope there's a bomb in that motherfucker.
Me too.
Now I want that shit to blow up.
Me
Like,
too.
what are you
Wouldn't that
doing,
be a
bro?
fucking a change of direction?
Please don't be vengeful.
Vengeful? Why would she? What do you mean vengeful? What would she have to? What would she have to pay you back for, sir?
Yeah, like what?
If you didn't do anything.
It says it can't go in the air, so I'm not sure. Oh my goodness.
Boom. What the hell, bro?
What the fuck is this?
How dare her say, oh God.
What the hell is this?
Does his chest tattoo say "Eat more chicken"?
Or something. Hershey's with s'mores.
The spray bottle's empty.
He's a slow reader.
He probably still ain't even reading it.
He's probably thinking of something to say that will justify his fucking pathetic reaction to this Easter egg situation.
The fact that this man grabbed the tripod, put gloves on, pressed record and sat down to do this, and then edited, put the caption.
Okay.
Wow.
After it didn't explode. Yeah.
Nail polish remover. And dry erase markers. Okay. Cool.
They called the CIA for this one. Yeah.
I wish she would let me know when she does shit like this, or at least make me aware, because this is not okay. Intermittent communication or no communication, and then gifts just show up at my door.
What would make you think she would want to fucking talk to you and your fucking pathetic ass that twists everything she says around, most likely?
Random
He wants somebody to play bop it with him and shit. We not doing none of that. Not at all.
He just wants a fucking flood of comments and people feeling sorry for him. I can't believe you had to do that. That must have been so scary.
Oh, man.
I don't know your intention. It's just like,
Why are you doing this? Why did you post that video after realizing it's not a bomb? You knew it wasn't a bomb. She told you she was sending that. Why can't she have a moment with her daughter? Why can't she have that without you exploiting it on the internet and trying to humiliate her? Why are you doing any of this? No good father would damage a relationship between a mother and daughter. No good father would do that because he's just trying to punish his ex. I've seen the videos you posted taking care of your daughter, doing nice things for her here and there. But that doesn't give you any sympathy points. As a father, let me tell you something. That is expected of you. It is expected of you to be a nice dad. It is expected of you to care about your kid and be there for your daughter.
But like this user said, he lives off women. He needs his daughter because his daughter is his job. He presents his daughter and begs you for money and says it's for her.
I put this video together nice and neatly because I hope your ex uses it in court. He goes by Voice of the Voiceless 2025 or Superdad on TikTok. He's also on Instagram. What I want out of this is I want this to be honored. Now, Jeremy, before you get started on your legal paperwork, let me remind you of the rules of engagement. What kind of things do you do?
If there's one thing that I know more than anything is that I will protect any child that does not have a voice. And this little piece of shit needs to be found. Whoever the dad is, I want his name, I want his location, I want everything about him in my inbox.
We have to add another crime here, reckless driving, because this motherfucker's swerving in my lane.
TikTok, do your thing. People, do your thing, because I will personally go all the way down to Laredo, Texas to confront this individual.
Oh, whoops, nope. That's too far. And by the way, no, you won't. You won't do that.
Face to face.
Where have we heard that before? You sued the last guy.
I promise you.
Then why'd you sue Brandon?
Find his information. That's what I want.
Oh, yeah?
At 9 o'clock tonight, I was sent a video by a longtime supporter of mine, someone that knew they could count on me to be able to come up with answers to get the job done. She said, if anyone can do something about this.
You know he's got like a Discord out there with his fucking private users in there. You know.
Oh,
it's
man.
you. You're damn right. It is.
Oh,
You know what else I thought
damn
of?
right.
You know he's been, oh my God. You know he's got like a Discord out there with his fans in it, and you know there's probably some fucking underage ones in there.
Probably.
Hopefully whoever, if this guy fucked with you, tell somebody. Tell the cops.
It's me.
Oh my God. You guys would tell me if I was doing that shit, right? Like if I was doing that cringe shit, you'd let me know, right? Like you care about me enough to let me know, right? Boy, man, catch your breath. Hold on. You get a glass of water before you make a video.
It's us. It's our community, especially when it involves a child with special needs that doesn't have their voice and is being abused by the people that are supposed to take care of him. What's up, Samuel Godina Jr.?
I'm not here to coach or anything, but I hope you have this. I hope you have this takedown planned out. You're starting with what's up, okay? Where are we going from here?
That's right. We found you.
So these type like to hide behind their kids. So make sure you leave the victim out of it. Let's see how you do here.
Look at your profile picture with you and your son that you like to abuse.
Bro. Okay, less references to the child, please. You don't know if that's a victim. You don't want to make assumptions.
Pretending like you are a good father or you're a good influence in your child's life.
No, talk about him. Talk about what he's done. Don't forget the child.
When that child standing next to you has nothing but innocent and wonderful capabilities that you would never know anything about because you take advantage of those.
Oh, you're definitely a pedophile.
And instead of having grace and patience and understanding, you personalize everything in your life and are selfish in every aspect that you take it out on that young, innocent child. I'm absolutely astounded that you would have these charges back in 2010 and that a judge would dismiss them upon you pleading guilty to a lesser charge.
He's got a lot of room to talk. I'm pretty sure all these
hell out of me.
All these same charges he's had too.
Of aggravated assault. That's absolutely astounding to me.
Hold on, pot calling the kettle, pedo. What are you doing? Are you setting the standard here?
So you know what we did? Our community, you know what I did? I called the Laredo, Texas Police Department and I reported you. And I have the audio with the officer that I spoke with because the officer called me back. And he said, well, he's going to call me back if he couldn't find you. Well, that was over an hour ago. So I'm assuming that you're talking to him right now. And I'm assuming that your child is in better hands than what he is with you. At least I'm hoping and praying so. I'm not privy to that information, but I believe in God and I believe in justice.
Bro, this is really lame so far. And let me tell you, I believe in God. I believe in justice. You're a living, breathing example of a failure of both those things, just so you know. Yeah, I really hope you have a cool sign off because you've accomplished nothing.
And guess what?
Guess what? Oh, shit. He doesn't have anything ready and he's doing it all in one take. Please drop the Batman voice when you do this.
Bitch, you've been served.
Oh, my God. That was so bad. That's the fourth worst thing you've ever done in your life. First, of course, being pedophilia. Second, being taking a child away from a mother. Third, being the last video in this video. Wait till you see that one. But fourth was, bitch, you've been served. That was the fourth worst thing you've done.
Bruh, listen.
He
literally, like, it is so crazy to me how he literally, like, predicted. He's like the human embodiment of that didn't age well at all. Like, he literally, the whole threat to the school board, like, you're gonna face repercussions in the social media sense thing backfired on him. He literally predicted me in these videos right now. I'm doing the same shit to him that he did to somebody else, but way less aggressive. Like, he's threatening violence, asking people to find stuff, threatening and all of that. Not one time did I do that at all. You know what I'm saying? That shit's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's a fucking permanent victim.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it have any numbers or anything else like that?
Nope. It's Rosie Wet Tina.
I don't like that example.
All right, sir. Did you notice anything else on the little child, like maybe bruises or anything like that?
Not to my knowledge. But I'm sure that I am not the only one that will be calling you. So I just making you aware of that.
Okay, and just to verify that address was.
So is he calling CPS saying he's somebody else about that guy and his child right now?
Yes.
Officer as soon as possible.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Just by doing some search, you were able to get this address?
Correct. So public information, everything that I have is through public forums that are searchable, nothing private, nothing. So everything holds up in court.
Yeah. Now you see why I included this clip in this video, huh? Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
We're gonna make contact at this address and we'll try to investigate. If it's not the address, I'll give you a call back to see if we can get more information.
Okay.
Maybe it could possibly be at a nearby residence.
Okay. Absolutely. Just a very brief update. That mother has since deleted her account, and I have not yet heard back from the officer, which means more than likely they have made contact and they are protecting that child.
Get off the internet. Do not return to that school.
It's been brought to my attention that girls develop a lot sooner.
Oh my God. This.
Oh man, this right here, man. Listen,
Everybody
trigger
prepare
warning.
yourself. Everybody.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Here it comes.
They have made contact and they are protecting that child.
Get off the internet. Do not return to that school.
It's been brought to my attention that girls develop a lot sooner than expected. And I haven't realized just how fast this time is approaching. So moms and everybody else that can pitch in with advice or any feedback, please do so. Stay to the end of the video so you can get full context.
Why is he turning this into content? Stay to the end of the video.
What the fuck, man?
Her mother is not involved. I am not going to ask her mother for help because her mother is not around. I am a single dad. I handle everything for my daughter from front to back. I have women in my life, but when it comes to my daughter growing into womanhood, I don't know if I have anyone in my life that I trust in that department. Who do you really trust? You know
So he's going to the internet of his 125,000 followers.
what I mean?
Who do you
Especially
really
when
trust?
your daughter.
Because who do you really trust? That's what he just said. Because who do you really trust, you know? Not
God.
you, bitch.
No.
Is intellectually disabled and autistic. I don't know what this transition is going to look like, and I need help. Anybody that can help me in this transition will be freaking fantastic. If there are books that I should be reading her, if there is material that.
And if he would have just stopped here, we would have been okay. But he keeps going.
That I should be introducing to her. I really don't want to be sticking a tampon in my daughter. That's not what I signed up for. I mean, if I absolutely have to do it, I want to know how to do it appropriately. And I don't know these things. I'm not a woman. And it scares me. It makes me uncomfortable. And I can only imagine what it will make my daughter feel like. And especially since she has a hard time communicating, I don't want to, like, realistically, I don't want to walk in the bathroom because she's taking so long and realize that she's got blood all over her hands because she doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Like this, these are legitimate concerns. My daughter's growing up and I just need some help.
I also want to let you guys know that the little girl just turned 9 years old, like a couple of days ago, right? And she was like 7 years old when he made this video, so
He was probably just that. Probably circumstance didn't even happen yet. He was just imagining it in his fucking mind and cosplaying.
right. Like, come on, man, listen, bro. That it just everything that he's done with his daughter that we've seen, the shit that he's posted. I got a daughter who's 10 years old right now, and I would never do half of this, all of this shit. Fuck half, all of it. Like my baby girl, she got her privacy when it was very appropriate to have her privacy, and still has that. And you are going out of your way not to eat. You don't even want to give the mom a chance to help you with something like that. You just keep doing shit that it just makes you look bad. And I feel like low key, like, you know, when people just when they have that guilt of something, they tell on themselves with certain things that they do. And that's what I feel like, in my opinion, it's just my opinion. I think that's what he does.
And he did it the whole way through, from start to finish. He did it.
Yep. But oh man, now it's just gotten worse. Like, since, you know what I'm saying? Since this has happened, he's just completely jumped off the rails completely. Like, until recently, like now he's just has YouTube. he was making like responses on YouTube for a while, but he's taking them down, except for like one of them. He he um he has like a little Twitter account where he was doxing everybody and just a lot of crazy shit on there, but with no followers, mind you. He followed 8 people, and he's like linking up with like Danish's hate train and shit, trying to jump in the midst of that. It's he's and then he's suing Danish for $3 million. By the way, he's suing me for 10,000. Right, and I'm actively in the appeal court for his protection order, and he served me at our first hearing for that lawsuit. So that's why I'm trying to raise money for an attorney now. But he is
And
suing
please go
or
to his
trying to
TikTok
sue Donnie.
if you can and donate because he's trying to fucking fight this from this piece of shit motherfucker.
Yes, so he's trying to sue for $3 million now, claiming defamation and slander. Based off of this, what you guys are seeing, look. Not to mention all of the other videos that are not in here, all the other things that he's placed that's not on here, that has happened in the middle. Like one part that didn't get shown in here was after that gym thing. I wrote him and I gave him my number. Like, hey, you said that you wanted to have a conversation. Let's talk. Here's my number. I went to the gym. You weren't there. If you want to talk dad to dad, then he blocked me, and then I stopped engaging with him directly.
But you're allowed to speak on all this public information. You're allowed to.
Yeah,
You know.
and I continue to do it. Then when it started getting tough, he found out my kids' names and he put them on his TikTok story. I guess to try to intimidate
Scare you?
me. Yeah, which is not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And then just everything, the protection order, the police officer that called me. Like, I wish I could play y'all the call. I have the call recorded. The cop was clowning him the entire time and was like, "Look, this man has been going up to the police station every day asking why we haven't arrested you." And we've told him, like, "Look, bro, you want to be a public figure and you do all of these things that is going to subject you to some criticism. So, like, you're asking for harassment at best that nobody's going to like do. You know what I'm saying? To deal with. He's done that. He's contacted the school district trying to get me banned from coming to the school because of him. Now, one thing that I want to tell y'all that's really important about this whole thing too, and sorry to kind of like go off, but I just want to give y'all some detail.
Yeah,
is
that's what you're here for.
He was banned from recording on school grounds after like a year of like just, you saw the content he would do, like causing issues at the school and all of this because of a school bus incident where the school bus driver had made some comment while his daughter was getting corrected by a school staff member, but she made some comment that wasn't good, don't get me wrong. However, it was the bus driver, not the school. So he was coming up there secretly recording conversations, posting them online. Mind you, he has a lot of followers, so they're all like, "Oh, fuck that school, like show her face and all this, like all of that stuff," right? And then like just being annoyed with not being able to record on school grounds after a lot of parents had reported it. I was just one of the people. There was other parents. So he got banned at the end of the school year last year. So I don't know what happened, but when he made that video in the car saying he was going to the school board meeting, I guess he had just heard the information again, right? Fast forward, I've been doing all of this. The school district, the school, they're aware of all of this shit that's going on online. Their position is that's some stuff that don't got nothing to do with us. That's that discourse, right? But to me, "Oh, thank you, Brandon, so much for speaking up on behalf of da da da." That's what they tell me. But here's the part where I have to call them out. That's a big problem. Is because Halloween comes along. Mind you, everything is going on. It's all public, it's viral. And I go to the school parade thing that's outside, and I see him pull up. He's like in disguise. He has glasses on, he got his hood on like this. He dyed his facial hair like dark and all of this. He's trying to, you know, and then he he's there, he kind of sees me, kind of keeps his distance. We're like 7 to 10 feet away from each other. And then as soon as his daughter comes out with her class, he's recording and everything like that. Recording the whole time. Now, whatever. So then after he leaves, I talk to school security. They tell me, hey, I'm like, hey, why is he? Y'all supposed to be escorting him around the building. These are things that was told to me. Like he's not allowed to be on school grounds without security escort, blah, blah, blah. Security says about 2 weeks prior, the principal told him that he is allowed to come on school grounds and record his child and everything, but he just can't record secret conversations or like parent teacher conferences and everything. So I'm like, wait a second. When did this change? And
Shouldn't
then
he not
also,
be allowed to within so many feet of a school?
well, circumstances are different. Be here, I don't know what it's like in every other state, but in Nebraska, it's that I guess that in Omaha specifically, that's just how it is. I thought the same thing, but he has a kid that goes to school and everything, blah blah blah. So to add to that, to your point, I I'm confused, and then eventually I get a hold of the school district, and I'm on the phone with them, and I'm like, hey, like, listen, what is this about? Like, this guy is crashing out still, but y'all are saying that he's allowed. Are y'all even telling him? Now I'm kind of defending him in a way because like you are letting this
Yeah,
man crash out now.
he's showing up
And
and acting like he's got no, like nobody's ever told him. Like,
yeah, and
you
and
know,
now you're telling me, now I'm hearing that he is allowed. So when are y'all gonna let him know this? And I'm like, I gotta place some of the blame on y'all with this whole situation because at what point do you start to put the staff, the school staff, other people's kids, even if fuck everything else, like he was doing all the shit online with the school bus incident and everything and whatever. Say you want to brush that under the rug, right? But he put my kid's name on his story to try to intimidate me. And my kid goes to the same school. My oldest son goes to the same school as her. So where's the safety at with the kids really then? Where's the safety at with your staff? Like what is this about? Are y'all afraid of lawsuits, whatever the case may be? And then I was told by the person I listen, Brandon, I thank you so much to do with what you're doing. You know, that video got sent to CPS and all of this and everything. And like, I really appreciate you speaking up on behalf of like people who don't have a voice and all this extra. It's what the lady is telling me. Then she says this: we can't stop him from recording for his daughter and everything on school grounds and everything because that would be discrimination. And it would be because there's a lot of parents who have a criminal record and everything. I said, but a lot of parents don't have this going on. And then the response to that was, well, listen, I used to be a principal and at such and such school, and I could tell you that every school gets a list of sex offenders who kids go to the school and it has the level that they are and everything like a level 3 offender and likely to reoffend. And I will say that we have that in mind to keep track of them and everything. And I'll admit, Jeremy is a level 3 offender and by his name says that he's likely to reoffend. However, this is that. I'm like, well, why can't you just tell him why can't somebody speak up and say, "Look, man, I'm gonna be real with you. You can have your stance on all of that, but I'll do you like this. Okay, you want to record your daughter? This is what you do. Take her ass out that motherfucking school line and put her up against that wall and take a picture of her in her costume or her outfit for her concert or whatever. Because listen, my argument is, yeah, discrimination. Well, let's not even get into that with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get into that conversation with me.
Yeah.
But when you do shit like what he did, unfortunately, you can't do things that other people get to do anymore. That just
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah. It takes
That's
your
just the
rights away.
bottom line.
Yep.
I don't care if you got baptized and said I'm a changed man or whatever. I don't give a fuck. It
I mean,
doesn't
you can't
matter.
have a gun. You can't, there's certain things you just
Just
can't do
saying.
once you're a felon.
It just is what it is. So this is what it now. See it. Every sex offender is not trying to be famous. He wants to be famous. He wants to be super dad, right? And he's gonna give y'all whatever name he wants to give y'all, so y'all don't find out about this shit and get in the way of what he's trying to accomplish. Because if it really was about protecting kids and everything with him, you don't gotta be the face of that. You're doing it for other things. That's why your ass is adding fucking 200 bottles of cologne in the Amazon wish list and shit like that. That's why you raised money to say that you wanted to take your daughter to Hawaii, but you left her home and ended up meeting another little 17 to 18-year-old girl that was living on a military base and shit. You
Wait.
have people paying for all of that. So
And then I remember hearing this now. He went on the military base to try to find her, and then she stopped responding, right?
mhm.
And
Yep.
then
He
what?
started freaking out. I
And then
guess
she
the
called the
story
cop.
goes
Mm-hmm.
he started freaking out, and he started freaking out, doing the most,
Mm-hmm.
and then he ended up he was live streaming it all for everybody to see and making videos and calling the girl and everything. The girl had a boyfriend that ended up getting involved. This man tried to sneak onto the Navy base, and the dad, her parents ended up having to call the cops or whatever the case may be to get him to stop or whatever. That
Notice
is the
the
story. Now mine.
notice
Go ahead.
the through theme of all of his girlfriends live with their parents.
Come on, man. Like, and that was the Hawaii thing. I don't know if anybody in my TikTok chat can confirm, but I know it was anywhere between like I think might have been in like 2021 or something like that, or 2023. It was like within the last few years for sure. So here you are, not to mention
Probably
that,
pushing 40 by now.
yeah, and a lot of there's been people in my comments of the videos that have said that have came with some things that was just kind of shocking. Like, wow, really? That's weird. As far as like things of how he acts around women, allegedly. Let me put that out there because like this is just because I can't confirm uh, any of this, but there's people saying that, you know, there was like a couple weeks ago or like last week, some girl shared something on Facebook that said that he was friends with her on Snapchat last year, and she was like 24 at the time. Mind you, this is a 39-year-old man about to be 40, and he's trying to write her, talk to her on Snapchat and shit. She's like kind of giving him the cold shoulder a little bit, like not replying all the time or whatever, and he's freaking out about it. So she saves a message in the chat, and he says, "I could fucking ruin you to my audience right now for doing some stupid shit like that," and then fucking blocked her. That was just last year. Somebody else wrote me said in 2018, or excuse me, 2015, that he took advantage of her. That she said his name was Jeremiah, oh, Jeremiah took advantage of me and did some things that like I was really scared about. I thank you for putting this out there or whatever.
Oh,
Blah blah blah. This is the type of
I hope she
things
has
that are
courage to come forward and tell the police about
yeah.
what happened.
Yep. So there's that.
That's why I'm just not out here trying to, even though, I don't have any followers, but I'm just trying to spread the word and get this shit out there. That way, you know, s- somebody can fucking not be ruined by this guy.
Yeah. There's it's him, but he's a he's like the poster child of the story, right? Because this this problem is a bigger it's a bigger problem, even bigger than him. Like there's a lot of children and there's a lot of women who who get taken advantage of, and the system that is supposed to be built to protect them isn't doing anything. And so or even a slap on the wrist seemingly or whatever. And specific to this situation, this is a man who who knows the law at a very surface level base enough to try to weaponize it against people that it's against. Because and this whole entire time I've tried to keep the race out of it.
But he uses
But I
his white
can't.
privilege for that against his baby's mom.
Right. And not even just her, especially her, but he has a young autistic black daughter that he has to raise, and the things that he even does with that, that trauma of being away from your parents in the black community is something in itself. Mental illness is something that's really big in that community. uh just a lot of things that he does, even like certain things that like that in the black community is important, as far as like your head is your crown, is what we
Mm-hmm.
say. That's the affirmations that we have for ourselves. Not to say that we're better than anybody else, but that right there is something that we listen. Your head is your crown, and you are so focused on this shit going on, it's taking you 4 months to go get your daughter's hair done.
I was just about to
And
say, I wonder how he's kept up with that. Probably not at all.
until it got pointed out, and then recently
Yes.
via YouTube, he wants to do it
And,
because it's
and he
getting
probably made a whole
called
fucking video.
out.
I could just see it now. He probably made a whole video about it. This commenter said that I wasn't taking care of my daughter's hair. And then we were going to
Yeah,
do that.
like
Oh
just
my
weird.
God.
Just weird. So there's that, and then there's also the okay, you're trying to paint me out to be the aggressive black man, scary, that's trying to
Mm-hmm.
scare you and all of this. And then you have an audience like somebody recently who is now uh she's making fake pages about me with the wrong city and state, trying to use my name, trying to say now I'm a predator, or I caught gun charges. Listen, I've never been to jail or arrested ever in my life. But this is somebody that he was entangling himself with, who ended up trying to get information on me in an illegal way, and is in my inbox saying that, oh, I have the angry black man persona. This lady is telling me, and then I just can't help but to think like it's everything that you're doing now. You're hopping on Donna's hate train, and the people that he is suing, regardless of what you want to believe. At the end of the day, them people is really threatening his family. Them people are the same people that got online saying that he was an Al Qaeda terrorist and shit. A lot of crazy shit. That's what they're doing. So it's just a cycle. Y'all are predators and you racist too. That's a deadly combination right there to me. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it is it's bigger than what we know. We got to change a lot of things in like our laws. People got to like
Yes.
speak up to that.
Yes.
That's where it starts.
And I agree with that 100%. Like, I think we should have less policing of drugs and less policing of a lot of things, but more policing of this shit, you
Right.
know? Like, so fucked up.
Yeah. That shit makes you think about how nasty and creepy the internet is.
Mhm.
Like, bro, like my son wants to stream on Twitch and shit, and like he has like a TikTok that he posts videos on, but like I hawk that shit. Like I'm
Yeah,
really
that too.
involved in it because of shit like this, man. This is crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad I had my son young and he is already going on 20. So luckily all this shit wasn't around back then.
Yeah, for real, because this is a trip, man. Roblox,
Yeah.
all of that shit.
So the final thing that we kind of touched on, but I wanted to get to talk about again is the landlord situation. So it appears that you recently found out that he has a S offender roommate and an S offender landlord.
Right, yeah. So,
Which might be
I
because, it's hard to rent, with
yeah,
having a background like that, but that might explain the landlord situation, you know,
yeah,
but the
I would
roommate
agree.
situation, why are you going to have another sex offender living with your daughter?
Weird, right? And it's just like the it was
It
just
seems
weird how that even came about.
it seems like the mom could file something like that's a huge change in circumstance, like if everything was
Mhm.
fine before, like now it's not, like we need something changed about that, with her custody situation.
For sure. I mean, I hope that the custody, at least she's able to get some visitation or just to be in there so that she doesn't have to deal with communicating with somebody like him directly who holds all the cards. Like it's strange seeing that situation because usually it's kind of the other way around, but not even like as dramatic. Like sometimes as a dad, you gotta get your rights as well, so you could
Mhm.
co-parent. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Very rare do you see a situation where it's like someone's trying to keep the other one from being involved, and so
And
I'm
there's
hoping that that goes well. Because yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
That's
and it
something that
seems
needs to be
so
recorded.
much spite and just yuckiness coming out of this guy. I hope he just gets
Yeah,
his ass handed to him. And I feel like, even though like my channel's not big, but the more people that fucking pile on this guy, like the less he's gonna be able to attack every single one.
yeah,
So and all we want to do is we want him to stop making content about his fucking child and exploiting his child, and also stop exploiting the kids at his child's school. That's all we
yeah,
want
and
out of
the
this
staff.
situation.
Keep
It's not
that.
like we
Keep your
want
content.
it's not like we want him to fucking, get lost or whatever, be
Yeah,
harmed.
yeah, bro. You gotta stop making it like this. It's dangerous that what he's doing. Listen, life is not a reality TV show, bro. And you're making all of these videos and you're leaving out context. They would have never said that you couldn't record up there had you not have been acting the ass online, secretly recording them and doing all of that. But also, like every time you're inserting yourself with around kids too much, is in my opinion. Even now, he got kicked off of TikTok and Instagram, and I got a screenshot sent to me the other day that now claiming to be coaching a youth basketball team. I guess he posted it on his Snapchat. So I'm like, it's starting to become a thing. Like you can't be serious, bro. Like you can't be
Like, go
serious.
fucking find somebody your own age, fucking weird fuck. You
Come
know?
on, man. Like that shit is so weird to me.
Fucking
But
freak.
things like and what are the so obviously and maybe you know more about this and everything, but like when it comes to TikTok guidelines, YouTube guidelines, Instagram guidelines. Obviously, he violated some guidelines by getting, which is why his page got deleted, right? His
Yeah.
pages. But is that concrete in the guidelines that somebody who has these several crimes against minors are able to be on anything?
I don't know.
Something that we gotta look into.
Yeah, for sure. He needs to get his ass off fucking YouTube too, and Snapchat, especially Snapchat.
Man, especially that.
Yeah.
Especially that. That is just strange.
Well, follow Beezy for updates on this situation, and yeah, this is just wild. We'll see what happens. I appreciate you taking the time to come, give us the behind the scenes on this video and sharing your
Yeah,
story.
definitely. Yeah. Now I don't know. I'm happy that I was able to do this and help people in the process, because I get a lot of messages that's really been kind of inspiring me, I
Mhm.
guess, because this is probably, it was never meant for anybody else. Like, it really wasn't. And like,
Yeah.
getting the messages that I'm getting, like, it really like gets me emotional, because like I never thought that I would be in a position to where I'm having to advocate for more people who are scared to say something about him or just anybody in general. So
And think about how many
that's the bigger message.
right. And if you've heard from maybe 5, think about how many you haven't heard from. And then think about
Yeah.
how many you stopped by getting this asshole taken down,
Yeah.
So
Definitely, man.
yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to get off here, and I really, really appreciate you coming by. This story just got under my skin so bad, and I'm glad you were here and able to share it with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
And if
definitely.
you
We'll have to do this again.
Yes, if you ever want to give us come by and give us an update, or if he fucking starts his bullshit again, let me know, and I'll be I'll be right here, fucking loud and proud, ready to shut him down with you.
For sure. I appreciate everybody. Thank you again.
Yep.
Yeah, but we'll definitely have to do this again. You have
Yeah,
a good one.
yes, for sure. Have a good evening. Nice
All
meeting
right,
you
man.
tonight. Bye.
Yep.